So we are back here on the Choose954 podcast, episode 29, with local artist Erick Vilches in V Gallery here in Mass District. If you didn't know about Choose954, we started a social movement to cultivate culture and community here in Broward County, where I'm from, in an effort to keep people to know with all the great things that are going on, and make this a better place to live, not just a better place to vacation. The point of the podcast is to connect you with amazing people like him doing incredible things in the community, and you're going to find out about a lot of great things that hopefully you'll be able to take part of coming up here this week and beyond. So without much further ado, Erick, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, my name is Erick, and I'm an artist, local artist here in Fort Lauderdale. I've been painting for my entire life, essentially. It pretty much started when I was a kid with my mom painting. She's always been a painter herself, so kind of learned under her wing. She was always painting murals on walls and things like that. So I just grew up watching her paint and then painting on my own, and developed all sorts of different kind of techniques and mediums, and just been experimenting with pretty much everything art since. And still to this day, I'm still learning and still exploring new techniques and new ways to paint and new ways to express myself. So I was always pretty shitty at reading and writing and learning, by the book. So for me, it was always doodling in class, finding any way to really distract myself from the seriousness of the fact that I couldn't comprehend certain things and stuff. And it was only because I was a little bit behind as far as learning English.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up actually here in the States, but I went to an all Spanish speaking school in California, and then when I moved to Texas, that's when I learned how to speak English for the first time, and it was quite a difficult time in my life. So once again, it was the doodles, it was the artwork, that was pretty much the only thing that got me through all that, and been doing it ever since.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that I guess those experiences early on with your mother and family had an impact on the creation of your work. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your work and the mediums in which you practice in now?
So the mediums I use right now are actually kind of all over the place. I don't stick with one, but for the most part, I've been doing a lot of spray paint work. Spray paint, stenciling, a lot of ink and acrylic. I used to love oil and all that, but my patience, as the years have gone by, have worn out. So I feel like the paint doesn't dry fast enough. Hence, that's why I'm using spray paint and all these other mediums that dry a lot quicker. And I'm doing a lot of different techniques and things that are just kind of completely off the normal, beaten path of making art. I've made art with all kinds of different household objects and dyes as well. So kind of experimented all over the place just to never keep things interesting in a sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about this piece that we're sitting in front of right here?
Yeah, so this piece here was created in 2017. Actually, I'm sorry. It was the actual character is my alter ego character that I created during college, and I just recreated this character in 3 different forms, representing 3 different phases from when it was created to now, and it's kind of expresses the elegance with attitude and change as well. So you have the Renaissance at the top, and it's crossed out because this is the end of a Renaissance series, which was like my enlightened era in a sense as an artist. So this is the last piece of the Renaissance edition, and I decided to go pretty big and loud and crazy with the colors. It's also done with all kinds of different mediums, with UV, spray paint, ink, acrylic as well, marker. There's all kinds of stuff on this guy. So yeah.
Was this the piece that you showed North Fort Lauderdale?
I did, yeah.
How about that? Glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And what would you say is it post art graphism? Is it pop art? What do you consider?
I would consider it more pop art than anything.
Okay.
You know, more of like it's my take at least on pop art. And it's developed since this piece as well. There's a lot more pieces in the making at the moment, but the way I create art is a very slow process. So my paintings get produced in a very slow manner in a way. So they get cranked out a few at a time, but I might not release a new painting for months on end. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new set of these. And I'm also going to be painting this character here on a mural in Daytona at the Hilton Resort coming up in April. So I'm one of 3 artists to make a mural over there. So
with another artist that was on the podcast previously.
Right, Diane Portwood. Shout out to Diane Portwood.
Who's in works, I'm sure, here somewhere. We'll get to.
Yeah, her work's coming in here a little bit later, but yeah.
Why don't you tell us, with that being said, and you mentioned, so you create your work, and then you release your work. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where we are sitting right now?
So this gallery here that my brother and I created was essentially going to be just a place where I can work, and then I decided to stay working at my house and create a space where I can and show off my latest creations. And I also wanted to create something that everybody else can use as well. All the emerging artists would have a spot to display their new works. So we created this little guy that used to be a tire shop. Mm-hmm. We did all kinds of work to it, and we've had a good year in here already, and
I'm showing a little bit of handing the camera to show, like, you fix up the floors, you fix up the walls,
ceilings, and there's still more work to come. We're taking it little by little, but we're getting a lot of artists in here.
Who are you showing right now in here?
Well, right now we have a total of 4 artists, or 5 artists, I should say. We have Sarai Lozano, we have Miami Bodycast, we have Virginia over here when we were panning, and we have Karan Patel as well. But these are only maybe a fourth of the artists that we've been showing quite consistently. We also have Enrique.
Those are all Virginia, correct?
These are all Virginia here on this wall here. Yep, she's our first international artist from Argentina.
Yep.
She's done quite well for herself. She's also won some awards in Italy at some shows over there. She's a badass artist, and we're super lucky to have her.
2-time participating Art for Lauderdale artist. We're glad to make that connection. And then who, if I can pan onto this side, who do we have over here?
Yeah, so that's going to be Karan Patel. He's out of Tampa, Florida. Mm-hmm. He's an emerging artist as well. He's only been painting for about a year and a half or so, but extremely talented, super nice guy, and he's just provided some really, really outstanding work with the short time that he's been with us. So we're pretty happy to have him around, and he's, shout out to Karan.
Yeah.
His handles Karan Patel art. So give that guy some love.
Yeah, we'll when we post it on Facebook, we'll try to comment and link in the comments with Virginia, Karan, Sarai, Miami Bodycast, Thousand Mermaids, and everybody that's participating in here. So we're here in Mass District, in Flagler Village. What do you, now that you've been here for over a year, what do you like about this area, Mass District in Fort Lauderdale?
What I like about it is that there's just so much potential for growth here. There's a lot of space to grow into, and I feel like we're kind of early to the party, but we're extremely happy to be a part of something, and I feel like we're actually probably shaping and sculpting some of this area ourselves, at least leaving our print behind. And it's just, there's a lot of great people here. There's a lot of awesome artists, a lot of great times, good bars, good people, good food.
Good collaborations.
Good collaborations. There's just good vibes all around. It's a good place to be. So if you guys haven't made it out to Fort Lauderdale Art Walk, I suggest you should. It's the last Saturday of every month, from 6 to around 10:30 or so. So you guys come check it out and support your local artist and Choose954 as well.
Yeah, and we're going to have an opportunity to help get you out here, which we'll mention in a little bit. What are some of the things that are coming up next for the Art of V, for the space, for yourself?
So the space is always going to be a continuous change. There's not a single month that this place looks the same. Whether we change the color of a wall or we just completely switch something pretty drastic around, it can be smaller, big. But there's lots of change going on here. You'd have to come to the Fort Lauderdale Walk to see that.
Mm-hmm. Or private tour.
Right. Or we also do private tours. We also have the V Gallery website coming out. We're going to be launching here within the next few months, so keep a lookout on that. We'll have every single artist that we've represented on there, so you'll be able to check out everybody's work, who we're collaborating with, who we're working with, and see everything that we have in store. We'll also be collaborating with some people in Miami for Wynwood. It's not set in stone just yet, but we have some cool t-shirt stuff coming out. And other than that, it's just creating more work and getting all these shows going. So,
amen.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on today?
So today we're going to be doing a body casting session in Boynton Beach. So we'll be body casting a few women for our big project, which you could probably talk a little bit better about.
Eric's been and Oliver have been a great help with not only Miami Body Casts, Ernest and Sierra's artistic side, but ultimately those body casts lead to the Thousand Mermaids Artificial Reef Project, which is a public art, conservation, ecotourism project that we're working on to create an artificial reef out of local people's body casts in the form of mermaids that we're going to deploy off the coast of Fort Lauderdale Beach and beyond. We have a lot of opportunities to basically help save the reefs. The functional element of these artificial reefs are we deploy them in an area where the reefs are hurting or dying, and by creating a new destination not only for divers but for fish and habitat and estuaries, it allows the natural reef time to heal while we're taking the pressure off of it by diverting the pressure to a new area. If you don't know, coral reefs are effectively the Amazon of the ocean. They are the lungs. They are what help the ocean breathe. If the coral reefs die, then unfortunately a lot of things die within the ocean, and then it has a big impact on Fort Lauderdale. Then we're not the yachting capital of the world anymore. Then we don't have the biggest boat show in the world anymore. Then we don't have this strong fishing industry. We're not, doing billions of dollars in all of the economic impact that is actually tied back to the reefs. So this project, it's really interesting that Art's a problem solver, and how Ernest and Sierra came up with a solution through their art, through their medium, to be able to solve this issue that's plaguing the waterways in our backyards. So if you want to find out more, you can go on www.1000mermaids.com. Find us on social media, 1000 Mermaids. You can email info@1000mermaids. If you ever want to help, if you want to lend your hand, support, resources, if you want to donate, we have a lot of different ways to get involved. Don't hesitate to reach out. I would really, really genuinely appreciate your support, taking time out of your life to not only help, but also pursue a different artistic medium. And
Right. Which is another platform to explore.
Amen.
So it's been quite a trip. It's been fun, and I'm looking forward to more of it. So
amen.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Thy Art of V. That's THY Art of V. So you can follow me, check out everything I'm doing on there. And like I said, we're also coming out with a website soon. So stay tuned, guys.
And for those that like the GPS things when they're going to the art walk, what is the address here?
Address is 807 Northeast 4th Ave.
And we are in Mass District. Music and Art south of Sunrise. So effectively, it's behind the Sears on Federal and Sunrise. We are in Flagler Village, which is the overarching district that embodies Fat Village, the Flagler Arts and Technology Village, and Mass District, and the Hive. This is our arts district. Some people refer to it as our Wynwood of sorts. And you will have an opportunity to come out here and explore it with me if you'd like next Saturday. As Eric mentioned, the last Saturday night of the month is the monthly Fort Lauderdale Art Walk in Fat Village, Mass District, and the Hive. Choose954 is going to host our first guided, curated tour of the Art Walk. So I come out here every month. I've established great relationships with artists like Eric and most of the other participating artists. I'd like to be able to extend those relationships to somebody like yourself that might be interested in exploring the artwork for the first time, or finding out more about the artist, or just meeting the artists in general. The artists are what make the arts district and the creative community great. So I'm going to try to help tell their stories, create a platform for the artists to tell their stories, and bring a small group of people that are interested in having that experience by. It's going to start at 6 o'clock when the art walk starts. We're going to meet at the trolley stop in Mass District on the corner of 5th and 9th. I have it in the event page outlined. I have a map and all that. There's free parking. There's free trolley. The art walk is free to attend. I have it listed on there for suggested donation, $20 for a 3-hour tour. If you give or not, I mean, it's all good. But I'm glad to leverage my insights and experience to connect more people with the arts. So hopefully they can discover, collect, support, or whatever you want to do with our arts community. Just really engage with the arts community.
Right.
So Eric will be here.
I will. Yep.
You'll get to see the space firsthand. He'll get to tell you about his work. I'm sure there'll be some of the other participating artists here. They'll get to tell you about their work. I'm glad we have a new participating artist with my friend Natasha Broman. She's got some great work up here. Using her creative outlet to raise awareness about the issues plaguing her native Belarus and Russia. So there's a lot of great stories to be told here. That's the last Saturday night of the month, which is Saturday, March 30th, 6 o'clock, Mass District. Find out more, just type in Choose954, monthly Fort Lauderdale Art Walk, and the guided tour thing will pop up. We have one of our other events that we host every month coming up with Creative Zen. It's a monthly breakfast lecture series. It's a mini TED Talk. We say it's for the creative community, but everybody's welcome, everybody's creative. It's a free event that takes place every second Friday morning of the month. We bring in a noteworthy speaker, either a artist, creative, entrepreneur, startup founder, coach, Zen master, somebody that has a thought-provoking, inspiring story to share. This platform, very similar, was where I got my aha moment that got me into arts and culture. So I like to pay it back and pay it forward with Andrew and the Advertising Federation local chapter to have this platform for our creative community to connect and engage and get inspired one Friday morning a month for free. We provide coffee, breakfast, networking, talk. This month, I'm very, 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 very excited to have one of the people that I admire and respect the most in the world, Ivan Dynamo de Jesus. He's the creator of Action Club. Action Club is a mini mastermind group, motivational accountability support group meetup that is also hosted for free every other Tuesday night of the month at the General Provision co-working space in Fat Village. If you have and he created this as a safe space for anybody that has an idea, startup, passion project. If they don't even have an idea and they want to find an idea, you can come here, you can innovate your ideas with like-minded individuals and strangers that ultimately become your friends. There's no catch, I'm not selling anything. He's been doing it for about 7 years. Amazing things have come out of it, including raw storytelling was innovated and supported through Action Club. So Dynamo is going to share his story Friday, April 12th, at the new General Provision co-working space in downtown Fort Lauderdale, right off of 1st and 2nd, right across from AutoNation headquarters. You can find out more by typing in Creative Zen. It'll be in the newsletter, it'll be on our social medias, and you can find out more about Action Club. It's spelled AXEN Club. That's another free event. Once again, these are just free ways that we've created to connect and engage with our local creative community, get inspired, get connected, and that's how we're going to grow this creative community. Erick's space is open here for free during our art walk. You can connect and engage with him, and like I said, the creatives are ultimately what make the arts district and the community what it is, in a world-class community. When I travel and I go places, I like to connect and engage with the local creatives, see what they're doing, see who their influences are, and that kind of helps tell the story of the area, and a lot of stuff that maybe you might not know on the surface level, but you'll come to find out, like, these are the issues that are plaguing that community, and this is how the creatives are using their voices and creative outlets to raise awareness of those issues. Speaking of raw storytelling, one of our favorite storytelling events of the month that we support, second Thursday night of every month at 8 o'clock, Cafe Collective, downtown Fort Lauderdale. True Stories Untold, another great free event. You can find out more at rawstorytelling.com. And we are still hosting the Choose954 Local Artist Discovery Series. It's a live art pop-up we do every Wednesday at YOLO. We're doing it now for the last 108 consecutive weeks, where we bring a different artist to live paint. We give them the canvas, easel, table. We don't charge them. We don't take a cut of their work. We market it. We make a flyer, social, give them a food tab and all that. And that's in an effort to connect you with local artists like him that maybe you might not have discovered otherwise if we didn't bring the local artists to the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale off Las Olas at YOLO. If you have an artist that you'd like to recommend, I'm always adding to the roster. It's free to attend. There's live music. Ladies drink free after 7 o'clock. It's a great event. So that's the Choose954 Local Artist Discovery Series. And that's pretty much that. You can find me on social media as Evan Snow, at Evan Snow 13 personal. You can find me Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz, Choose954. We strongly hope and encourage you give a follow to the Thousand Mermaids Project. We'll get some content of Erick bodycasting today and share it on there. And if you have any questions, if you're looking for studio space, Erick has studio space here periodically. We just got Natasha in here recently. Don't hesitate to reach out. If you like the work, you want to maybe have a commission done, maybe have him teach a class, maybe a workshop, you want to maybe rent the space to do something on your own. This is a great space. Don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, reach out, guys. Reach out.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. And we'll look forward to seeing you for the guided, curated tour of the Art Walk next Saturday. Cheers.
See ya.